In all my years of traveling across India, I've realized that there can be no end to the magic of this country. A land so colorful that every time I look again, I see a hue that I hadn't known before. The place that I'm at today should rightly be called the Magician's Hat. It's exotic, it's inviting, and it always has something new to offer. Hi, my name is Neil and we are talking about Rajasthan, a place that we're going to experience the rugged and the fluid, the traditional and the modern, and the fabled and the real. So brace yourselves up because we are setting foot on the soils of the brave Chundawats. Welcome to Deogarh. Around 120 kilometers away from the touristy town of Udaipur lies Deogarh, a storied town tucked in the lap of Aravalli Hills in the quiet hinterland of Mewar. It is home to one of the most powerful barons of the Mewar aristocracy, the Chundawats. They were one of the 16 feudal families locally known as Umraos of Mewar during the 1700s who conquered territories far and wide, becoming the unchallenged rulers of the region. That's where Deogarh comes in, where today I'm going to take lessons in Mewar's history. So this 17th century structure that you see behind me has a very interesting story which is attached to it. If you look a little closer, you'll probably realize that it resembles a very famous fort from Jaipur known as the Hawa Mahal. And yes, this was the Muse. Deogarh was actually the maternal home of Maharaja Pratap Singh of Jaipur, who was brought here as a child to save him from all the political plotting. A few years later, the Hawa Mahal was built as a gentle reminder of his lovely childhood. This is a place that evokes nostalgia and is sure to be etched in your memory. You can enjoy this as well because this is now a heritage hotel. Welcome to Deogarh Mahal. The Rawats of Deogarh once reigned over the 4th largest Jagir in all of Rajasthan, which explains the magnanimity of the fort palace. Replete with staircases, corridors and courtyards, the Mahal flourished for 300 years and eventually spiraled into a state of ruin, lying neglected for about 30 years. With the painstaking effort of the current royal lineage, the crumbling Mahal was restored to its former glory and turned into a living, pulsating palace. Today, this palace exudes tradition and modernity, with the old facade still intact to ensure that regal living doesn't abandon you for even a minute. And if you too are a history buff like me, take an audio guide for a nominal price at Deogarh and listen to the stories of this palace come alive through the lively exchange between writer and historian William Dalrymple and late Nahar Singh Ji, a member of the Deogarh royal family. So here's an interesting fact that I just learnt about the functioning of the royal household. That black door that you see right behind me used to actually keep all the monkeys of the palace, and they had a dual role. The first one being that they used to act as live fire alarms, and secondly they used to taste their master's food against poison, and if they were alive for the next half an hour, the food would be deemed safe, ready to eat. Alright, so after walking through this stunning property, I've had the pleasure meeting the 16th Rawat of Deogarh and the current owner of this place, Madhav Singh Ji. Thank you for having us. This place is absolutely beautiful. It's like a kaleidoscope in time. So how did you come about this place?
This place was lying locked for 30 years. And I used to be a tea and coffee planter in South India.
Oh wow.
When I was there, once when I came on leave, one portion of this fort fell, almost killing people, you know. And that's when my father said something has to be done with this place. So he just came and said, son, previously we had to pay with our lives. Right. Now we have to pay with money, So how about doing something with it, At least don't let it fall. So 30 long years of neglect had made it into a complete ruin. There were no doors, no windows, no electricity, no plumbing, and it was taken over by all creepy crawlies like bats, swifts, swallows, beehives. And they were the residents.
It doesn't seem like that anymore.
Well, there's a lot of blood, sweat and tears which has got into it, and it has now come back to life. We've got rid of all the creepy crawlies, and now it is coming back to what it must have been at one time, you know. That in a nutshell I can say about the place.
So this entire, this was built when?
1670 at the time of Aurangzeb.
Okay.
In the fort itself, you would have escape routes, and you would have a tunnel which goes back to a fort at the back, you know. So you could escape in case you were besieged.
So the secret tunnels are still here?
Still there, still exist in the property. So if the enemy comes, he doesn't know the ways.
Yeah.
And every entrance, only one man can go. That too bent, because the entrances are low.
Right.
And when you're bent, you can't fight.
Okay, so can you tell us the most magical thing about Deogarh, according to you?
Well, it's an extended home. We don't want it to even call it a hotel. And when our guests come here, he should feel relaxed and as if he's staying with a sophisticated Indian family, you know. So that's the experience we want to give.
As a heritage hotel, the royal character is seeped into the bricks and stones of this property. I've been seeing a lot of paintings over here that are actually called Deogarh miniature paintings, and Sir is going to take me around and educate me more. Let's go have a look. I'm excited. Thank you so much for, the hospitality and showing us around. It's been truly magical. But now it's my time to show you some magic as a thank you gift from the team of You Got Magic and myself.
That'll be lovely, you know.
Can I ask you to think of a memory? Any memory that you have, something that you enjoy?
I think so, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So let's take it step by step.
Yes.
Okay. We have a name, a place, where it happened and what happened. So let's do the area first. I'm guessing because, we're shooting all of these things, you're going to think of a memory that is based in this particular area,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So do you have a particular place in mind?
No.
So it's the Mahal as a whole.
Yes.
So the entire Mahal was a part of this experience.
Definitely.
Okay. So generally something like that is a wedding.
Yes.
Is it a wedding?
Yes.
Can you think of whose wedding it was?
Yes, I've thought.
Just think of the first letter. Okay. Think of the last letter.
Yes.
It's a fairly short name.
Short name.
This is an educated guess, but is the last name Singh?
Yes.
Okay. Think of the first letter,
Yes.
second letter, third letter, fourth letter,
Yes.
fifth letter,
Yes.
sixth letter. There is no sixth letter.
There is no sixth letter.
Okay, I got you there. So there are 5,
There are 5 letters.
right? The first one is an M.
Yes.
The last one is an L.
Yes.
Mokal. Mokal.
Fantastic. Fantastic. How did you do that?
So let's do another thing with this.
Yes.
Okay. So you have a memory that you have in your head, which is of a wedding that happened of the Mokal family, I guess.
Yes.
Do you remember when it happened?
Yes.
Do you remember the exact date or just
Exact date?
the exact date?
Yes.
Okay. So this is summertime, I'm guessing.
Summertime.
Somewhere April, May.
Somewhere April, May.
April.
April.
April. Yeah. Think of the date, exact date, if you have it in your head.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 18th of April 2018.
Too good you are. Excellent.
Right.
Too good. Well done.
There you go. Thank
Yeah,
you
there
very
go.
much.
Yeah. You have to tell me how you do it.
Magic.
Magic. Whoa. I'm speechless. My son, Mokal, his wedding, he's got the name right, he's got the date right, he's got the place right, and he's got the event right. Well, magic is something totally unexpected, and I can see it right now,